Alrighty, welcome back to the channel. My name is NutRace and we shall be playing more PLO. 80. PLO 50 coming up now in 27 minutes. The splashy hour on RunItOnce will kick off once more at midnight, meaning that 80% breakback will be given right at the table in the form of the splash pots instead of the usual 1%, I believe. So, the first session of the day saw us have a decent run at the Micro Million $1 rebuy tournament. We were in for a bunch of bullets. We're on life support for most of the tournament, but managed to finish in 212th position, I believe, for like a profit of 14 bucks. Which in terms of, if you're only in for one buy-in, 14 times your buy-in in 200th place was quite surprising. I think there was an overlay in that tournament even. Yeah, there was. But unfortunately in the cash game, in the beginning I misplayed some hands, I have to admit. Later on I found my stride like after an hour and was quite happy with how I played. Unfortunately the dealer didn't reward any of my actions, or hardly any. Didn't win too many all-ins at all. But kept getting the money in either well or decent, well or even better than that. Get rewarded. So, as you can see, trying again, 4 RunItOnce tables open. I do have one microgaming table on the side, possibly a second one if I get a seat here, just because the player sitting down, it looks very juicy. Yeah, that's the plan. And once midnight kicks off, I think I'll actually sit on 6 tables on RunItOnce. How to enjoy the splashes. Haven't had a big one yet. Wow, we got pair in both backdoor flush. An excellent bet sizing. Draw. Flush coming in. Shouldn't really slow him down, that card, so much. Expect a rather large bet at this point, which would be unfortunate. So, even though we block aces and kings, let's assume he has one of these hands. Steal it here. Right table? Yeah. Nice! A little bit of a better start than the first session today. Yeah, and I'm donning the official RunItOnce hat now. It works out, that gets recognized by the dealer. Appreciate it. We have it! And we have aces! We could... Well, let's not... for the hedge, but... the 400 euro splash, 800 big blinds for us with aces. Sing is suited too. No brainer, I would be shocked if anybody folds here. Welcome, it would be welcome, but I would be shocked. Oh, come on, this would make our day right there. We take this one down. Right table? You don't care about any of the other tables currently. Here are people folding! How is that possible? Okay, 4 ways, aces 4 ways, oh, come on. What a good flop, is it? That we're not winning this one, are we? No, the jack 8. Oh man. Well, I don't regret spending that buy-in. Man, what a nice spot. Phew, I bet you're happy. Ooh, that could have made our whole day. Unfortunately, it resulted in us losing another bind, but this one, you know, made itself. Top 2 here. A dicey board. Blocking one draw. Backdoor hearts. Learn of some concern that lead. You know what? Actually, I could probably come over the top, shut this guy right out. Now we can't fold. Somebody bets even if the bet pot. Guy has a set. Oh, that's nice. Better than that one then. Ah, that huge splash. Yeah, that sure was exciting. Damn. So we don't block the king high flush, queen high flush. Maybe somebody can find a call here. Actually, I would love him to call, not just get his money, but also because I would love to see what hand he better to donk on the flop. €400 splash. Well, we've seen it. That's actually all I was asking for. Never fold. You came at the right time, my friend. The turn gave us hope. And that huge splash, of course, since we... Random shell in the channel! Hey! A rare treat! Haven't seen you in a while. I know that you have been busy. And or on vacation. Which are among the best reasons not to be on Twitch. Very nice to see you, my random shell. What a way to welcome you back to the channel, my friend. You have a spot here where I'm confused. He let and now he checks. I'm parting it with the top set. Alright. Don't do it, man. Oh, that's our day in a nutshell, man. That is our day in a nutshell. Spots like these. Yeah, so we're down 6-8 binds actually now. Well, tiny, yeah, 8 binds. One of them for the splash, that is perfectly fine, and the other one just shows how the day has been going. Beautiful hand and beautiful opportunity. Yeah, I agree. And also I agree, never thought that it's damn sad. On the whole, I'm almost sadder about... Well, definitely sad about how the other hand just now went just now. And here we flop the bottom set. Draw. Button back here. Flush turns has also been the story of my day. I have sets or 2 pair, the flush, see the flush turning, or aces. But I'll not let it get me down. And if it does, then I'll just end the day. Big deal. So in total, we're now down like binds in total on PLO 50 since we moved up 2 days ago. Had an excellent 2 days. Profited both of them. I guess he could have checked the flush. Make any sense? Nah. Let's let it go. Not go off the rails here. Get aces. Yes, in a way we're getting rewarded for our patience ×2. Get something going. Oh, here's something going for us. Me too, me too. Oh, this is looking very nice here. Get the same spot on table 4. Money's going in, absolutely no-brainer. Nice that we block a heart and block straight draws. We up against. That's a good hand for you, my friend. Done. Our day in a nutshell. Make that 9 binds. Jesus Christ, in a basket. Oh. And so, yeah, beginning of the first session I definitely misplayed some spots. Right now I am not ready to take any of the blame for being down. Hey, Christ. Well, if it gets too much, I'll follow the day. So far, I can take it. Yeah, man, random shield. That would have been sweet. Would have made the whole day whole and then some. Actually, since there's money in limbo, because I had a crash earlier, I to reload and run it once, which is awkward since I have more than enough still on the side. Just, it's not in limbo either, it's just the side assumes it's in play. Right, so I'll have to do that on the side, bear with me. That. On. So, how was your vacation, Random Shell? I hope and trust that you're very well relaxed at this point. I think on this board we are checking behind turns like these. Sorry, I have to take care of the online banking for a moment. Fine. Down the line, because I don't want to deposit too much, because that's stupid. There's more than enough on the side. More aces down here, alright. Might mean that if we triple up or something, I might actually go for the red holding, which I don't do no, during this shot. Unless we get like stupidly deep. Really want to play for an 8 in pot just yet, unless it's a, you know, superb spot against a pink shirt, basically against a mink. Checking is a decent option, sure. Rough spot. Well, there's a bunch of draws out there. Sure do, not draws here, the backdoor flush the blocker, we kind of have something for here, and we go out. Money in probably here, and yeah, now I need to deposit. I'll do a little. Was not successful. Hey, der Alte, welcome back. Sorry, not here, but on the extra spot. Do it against one of them is important. I think in this case, no, we can't call though. Not flush draw as well. Got the price for that.
still believe in you, dude. Let's go. Ooh.
Oh, sorry for the muted. It was because of the online banking, because I had put the numbers there and the muting button is on one of the my numpad. Thank you very much. Oh wait, the smileys are not supposed to be in there. Oh well. Now it looks like a really weird emote chain there. Right in the good part too. Oh yeah, thank you. No, I shouldn't be muted anymore. Yeah, as I said, I have my mute and like push the mute basically on my numpad, and I needed to use those numbers for the online gaming, banking. All right. Hey, and somebody followed. Northern Lion CGS. Hey, that's a fine name I can pronounce. Thank you very much for the follow, and doing the muted part too. That's extra nice of you. And the way the session has been going, I take all the nice I can get. Business is good. Cool. On the whole, business is good here as well. I mean, I managed to make it to PLO 50. I could do without the dealer being poopy pants. Deadline. I think we've been doing rather well there, that's true. I'm hopeful this trend will continue on PLO 50. Alright, more play. More work, more play. Always a good sign. Had decent splash here even before the splashy hours, but really equipped for it. Could go for the limp. Even call a single ray. But not that constellation, not on the gun open. Even though her very loose aggressive. Speaking of very loose aggressive, how are the tables looking? Aggressive, I think the only... Oh, actually, table looks nice. Yeah, all good. Ooh, they're going for it. Regrets? I mean, no regrets anyway. It makes the royal. Okay. Well, this can't be good for her mental state. Should be fixed in a sec. I think now I should not be muted anymore. And on again. Okay, perfect. Yeah, random chill. Otherwise, I mean, here things have been good as well, obviously. I missed you too, random chill. I had a random chill subscription. I did that, Alter. A bunch of subscriptions today, but actually two, with me subscribing to myself. 3, but let's not count that. And a bunch of follows, up to over 803 followers now. Definitely a reason to keep smiling, even though the day has been going shitty at the tables. On the other hand, you know, I mean, it's like a bittersweet thing. If the upside, if you find the fault on your own side of the table, that you know what to fix. Or it's one way of looking at it. On the other hand, if I can blame it squarely on the dealer, fine with that too. Which for the most part I can today. Woot! Alright, sure. Thank you for the cheer. Bumped up to the cheering spot number 1. Or thanks, man. Ooh, Ace is on the micro gaming table. Oh, it's German for crushing. Yeah. So happily. The aces. I think 3-basing and raise pot, we're just gonna check there. So that's away for now. I'm gonna move it back should something interesting develop. The jack pairs on that board. Sort of interesting. The guy leads now, so I'm done with that aces hand. The right hand of nut raise. Gets called there with the on base board. So that definitely has me smiling to see you back here, Random Show. Very nice. So a bunch of nice things have been happening here. I'll turn 40 next week. How nice that is debatable. For me, it's fine though. But with that, I'm sure you saw on Twitter, but I just can't get enough of talking about it because I wake up every morning, see this huge new screen that I have, and I'm super happy about it. 43-inch monster. Huge resolution. I have all the room I need. Went back to a one-screen setup and am super happy. So that happened. I'm sure you already know also that I streamed on the RunItOnce channel yesterday. I got an interview on toppokerstreamers.com as well, which rather with an intro that goes a little bit overboard, if you ask me. But whatever. I'm very happy that the whole thing happened in the first place. And what else? What else? What else? Oh, I had a bunch of very decent tournament runs. Made one final table. That was a small tournament though, nothing to boast about. I think it was a 54 runner tourney or something. With a long structure though, there was a lot of play involved. Is the world ready for that? That is a good question. Yeah, Random Shield the last week, and doubly so since I moved up to PLO 50 this week. Most streams have seen, for the most part, more than 25 viewers, and very often more than 30. So you and me both, to be honest. Equally impressed and surprised myself there. Flashy hour, 10 minutes, alright. Keep an eye on that. But thank you for saying that, Random. Closing the action, King Queen, lose, extra money in the middle. Okay, now that he calls, then I think had he had folded, I would not have called, in fact. But that's just too good of a price. Yeah, the RunItOnce channel, I mean, I proved that I don't draw the big crowds just yet. Like in the end, it was like a slightly bigger stream compared to my own channel. Like 40, 45 people. So go for the blocker play with the king, seeing that nobody bet that. The channel, indeed. I don't know if I think I played alright. Certainly was a bit nervous in the beginning and very likely talked a little bit too quickly, as I'm prone to do in any case, be it on Twitch or in real life. I don't know, when I watch these Eddie Murphy movies, which are dubbed excellently in German, so I'm like, well, I always looked up to that guy. Into speed and cadence, speech. And grasshoppers moving up in the room. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not gonna do anything on this board in a single raise pot. Oh, that is a rather nice turn. One I'm gonna raise if he bets this small. If he comes over the top, we're not hating life. Shutting a lot of, if he has flush draws, we're shutting him right out. For the most part. I lose this almost always at this point. This is like in one pair and a flush and a nut flush draw, like a pair of tens. But I also Go for the bluff here. 9, but I don't think I should. Pot is too large. Any king 10 is gonna call. Or anything like that. Even the king 7 is gonna call a lot. Yeah. I don't hate the raise on a turn. He had a perfect grab. Fools not to bring him back. That is a very nice thing to say, der Alter. I haven't made that mistake in a while, at least. I now have learned that they're not females, but yeah, you're right. It happened a bunch of times. And it kept happening too, even after I knew what they were. I apparently kind of forgot every once in a while. I completely messed this one up. I thought I was double paired. I know I'm double paired over here, and for some reason I thought I was double paired here. Now I mean, I don't flop horribly. But I had no intention of being in this hand had I read my correctly. It doesn't come out much. Hey, I do see girls on the internet. And I'm very certain those are girls. Not gonna go into any reasons why I'm very certain that they are. So if everybody checks here, deal this one. And I like this one move, if we get called or not. We do not, and we get to try again with aces up here. Alright. Take it down pre. Splashy, splashy, 5 minutes. Okay, then I shall leave the microgaming table. Down on micro. Ah, because I lost that buy in there earlier. Yeah, I do remember that. Will the day will come. Yeah, truth be told, not mad about not streaming 100. Having it grow naturally will allow me to get used to that. Like, if should that ever happen, in front of, you know, huge crowds, then very much prefer to build up to it gradually. Because I was nervous yesterday in the beginning after RunItOnce stream. Alright, let's add on tables for the splashy. As long as I can deal, I will actually play on 6 tables. Can't die, I can client. Not sure what happened there. Doing that to us a bunch of times. I actually need to send in my log files today. Got to do that the last couple of days. Now, if even more money is gonna be stuck in limbo, then I'm rather miffed. Yeah, we have like 500 bucks in play, which is not right. We're not sitting on 10 tables. I'm probably log out for that then. I'm gonna let RunItOnce know though. So excuse me for being quiet in the future for a moment. Get this sorted out. Moment. Top pair. Right? A rather nice turn, all things considered, I would say. Two flushes out there. Overboard. Not one of them, yeah! A bunch of outs, that was not one of them. Taking it down! Yeah, sorry, excuse me for aces on the microgame table as well. Against the big blind, I don't hate c-betting. Small blind, I certainly would check this. And an email to support. The jack pairing here, definitely gonna fire a second barrel on that card. That fold. Yeah, that's a very nice cutoff hand, I completely agree. I'm not muting myself by accident, no. I'm surely gonna tell me I need to lock back out and back in, but yeah. Almost done. Back and fully focused on the tables. That was suited queens here, not bad for the button by any means. Also can call a raise quite comfortably, in fact. Never gets folded here. Not a heavy flop though. Checks. That work. This thing vying for my attention. Have to type a mail when the tables keep vying for you to keep getting focus. Alright, bottom set here. Flush draw as well. With the flush draw, I can't really fold at this point. X. Alright, I'll take that. Another one! 500 euros! No, 50. Oh, sorry for getting your hopes up. Certainly got mine up. But a buy-in in the middle. More aces on another table. Alright. Okay, that's alright for now. Here with the aces we get a beautiful spot where we get to put more money in. Raising is maybe the better option with so much money in the middle. It is. Now we're coming over the top if he bets again. Yeah. But cutting this guy out. Yes! 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 That is helping! Ooh! Gosh darn it! I didn't mean to 3-bet here. Oops! Oh, phew! And thank you. And I need to leave this table so I have more money to open new tables. Yeah, I didn't mean to come over the top here at all. On small blind calls. Small blind does, unless he has hearts, board all that often. So I'm gonna catch up with the chat in a moment. Okay, here I'm letting it go then. Saving me for myself, apparently, the gentleman. I appreciate that. There's no reason to hit and run here, but you know, that's why. Done with mail, fine. Have a nice hand on one of the extra tables. Oh, that here we could go for the check raise. I think I like this even more. But leading is not a mistake here. Fine. Wait, I get an answer from on the Discord now. It raised here, that is with this hand not a worry. Better flop well, we don't. Alright, now if can... Okay, run once James. This against the pot sized, this one I'm letting go. Would he bet a little bit smaller? I can still be among. I can still continue. Alright. So now I can catch up with the chat. Sorry for being distracted there. Madras. Okay. Like to make into trousers for golfing? Yeah, he got my... Oh, hang on, I don't know if he got my problem fixed. I hope when you said we're folding this hand that I folded this hand. Check, thank you. Killpoke! Welcome back, Killpoke. And Illuminaten, hey, welcome back as well. Anybody having login issues? I had some crashes a little bit earlier. No login issues though. Well deserved, thank you guys. That helped. That helped. 3 binds and profit in this one hand. Was good for the bankroll and good for... Yeah, good for the bankroll, good for the mental side of things. Other hand we can raise and raise call. I'm constantly being surprised whenever I check this hand out, and I keep checking out because I don't believe it. But it is in fact a raise call. The Jack 10-10 combo, even single suited, it's just too good. Here and wow. Here we're checking one. Right, so alright, perfect. Kings. Wonderful, we're blocking some of his draws. Nice, 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 nice. So I'll try relogging. I can open up that 6th table. I think I can deal with 6 tables. Although it's doubtful, kind of doubtful with Random Chill in the chat, because you're always so very active. Don't get me wrong, that's awesome. Icon07, welcome back. Good evening, Crusher. That is a nice greeting. For sure. Don't feel like a Crusher just yet, cause, well, actually I played well, I think, for the most part. The dealer just has been a poopy pants. I don't know why, I just don't go in for swearing a lot. Just to poopy pants and shoot and what the deuce. Okay, leaving our tables at the next blind. Firing the... What was I firing? What was I saying? Never mind, I'm apparently all over the place. At least it's not being felt at the tables, just when I talk. I think not. Check up on that, but I don't think so. It's a little bit too disconnected for another gun. And that is exactly right. 6.5 is fine. Better connectivity right there. Cool. Good for me. So welcome back, Icon. Just experience. Losing PLO but laughing my ass off here. That is excellent to hear. That was a good part. So we made back 4 buy-ins, right? So that means we're down like sort of 6 for the day. I don't know, I'm in a rather excellent mood. I think the fact that you're back Random Chill is in large parts responsible for that. Also, just having won 200 bucks, only being down, what, 300 now, is helping. I knew every time I visit here. For the most part, me too. Not mostly. When you're here, then I always do. I'm not trying to be overly nice. That is just the truth. Wow, that poor guy. I'm actually gonna leave this table after the next hand. I don't want to sit around at one table where the splashy hour is going on every one of these minutes. So, alright. If we can log back in. We don't get hit by the same problems. Yes, who was it? Killpoke? No, somebody had in chat. I forgot who Illuminaten had. Yeah. By the way, is it working now for you? That is it. That is. Okay. Running up 6 tables and... no, actually only 5. Yeah, I had to leave there. So now what? By the way, the splashy hours are doing wonders for the traffic. 65 entries at PLO 50, 23 at PLO 10. For some reason, 0 at PLO 20. I don't know why. There's no limit doing 20 guys at no limit 10. That's pretty much all. Gosh darn good guy. That is the image I am projecting, at least. Sometimes I throw the effort around. There was some spot on one stream a couple of days ago when I was cursing like a sailor. More I do it and play up to me. Been riveted a lot in a lately. Me too, Icon. And at least for me, whenever I study a lot, the next 1 or 2 sessions, I really don't like how I play. Like, you know, if it's all these new things in your head, at least that's how it is for me. Then I try to implement them and probably don't do it correctly in the beginning, or it just mixes up my game quite a lot. And I find quite frequently that, yeah, the sessions immediately after a larger study session not going so well. Yes. Oh, now it works. Okay, now we can sit back. Wait, here. Only on 5 tables though, but I think we'll just have to deal with that. Kings here on the button. Let's play some more poker then. Alright, calling is fine. Always from the heart, random. Good to hear you, Illuminaten. Go get splashing. With 10 minutes of the splash, that's rather sad. Bummer. It's a nice thing to say. Random shit. What I wish I was doing right now. Yeah, I hear ya. We have an excellent blocker here on table 4. I'll act accordingly. Taking this one down 3 ways? We might, are we? Wow. Alright. That's the other thing. That's why I only called. Otherwise, now I would, of course, raise if he bets or bomb it myself. But I was curious to see what happens on the turn. Alright, so he can't have the nut flush, and he probably doesn't have the full house here if he checks it twice. I still think this is a decent spot. Oh, it's gotten weird. Nice. It's gotten weird, but apparently it's got too weird for him, her as well. Acting as though you're the town crier. If the really young generation knows what it is. You know, it's not like I have been around when those were around, but I have read and have been read a lot of fairy tales in my childhood. Oh. Although against the big blind, actually. Now this is this is an awesome turn. We have the perfect wrap here, right? Every card in our hand. Yeah. On the rainbow board to boot. Um, Could come over the top. It's probably actually another decent spot to bluff here. Just because he's never gonna assume I'm on a bluff. Even though I don't block anything. Dig it. Oh, worst, you know, of course he could have the king 10, queen jack, but why would he check anything like that on the turn and on the flop? I mean, and nice. That's pretty neat. That was nifty. When she's streaming is. Oh right, random. He is streaming as the Shadow Maniac on his very own channel now, on the Shadow Maniac channel, and does a rather enjoyable job. I feel. Kinda dig it. I dig his stream. Been actually watching him a lot. I think I haven't watched any other streamers much, at least on Twitch Live, as him. So he must be doing something right. Yeah, it's cool. Do you know I make this here to talk right? Ah, that's unfortunate. But yeah, that's not a betting hand. This is what we can call. That's also all good. And it's good enough. Build a pot here and fail. Again, a decent board. One where we don't hate life if we get raised, or for that reason. Self. Hey, he came over. Okay, he does a raise. Then take that turn. By my count, we have the nuts currently. Yeah, the bandana and the sunglasses are pretty rad. Conclusion: study less and play more. Unfortunately, this has been my MO so far. But I will tone it down. The streaming, I will go for 5 days. Like, in 2 weeks' time, I think I'll adjust my schedule. Only do 5 days a week. And take this one down. Sweet. And actually have one dedicated studying day. Because right now I have 1 day off. Or I am taking 1 day off. Nobody's making me do anything. And that day, usually I don't really want to do anything that's poker related for the most part. This week or last week. This week I actually did watch some Jane Anders videos. And this one is actually not this. Even this one isn't gonna be a raised fold. Not folding, but I got what Matrix says. King Queen 6-3, badly suited. And it was one of the hands I remember I was surprised by. Yeah, exactly. The 6 deuce is not even an open. The 6-3 is exactly as a still a raise call. Kind of boggles my mind. Just like the Jack 10-10 in X hands that you're supposed to call to get re-raised on the button. So with his eyes, yeah, like Kenji the Blind. Oh man, is he called Kenji? I know what you mean. Is that his name? Oh, it was a slightly different name. The Blind Ninja. The remake of the newly made movie was excellent. Not Blind Ninja, Blind Samurai or Ronin or whatever he is. Trained swordsman in medieval Japan. So run it once, James. I was chatting with on the Discord regarding the problems earlier with the stuck money. And he said he just gave me an update, like, I have forgotten about you, I just didn't get an update. And I told him it's all good, won a huge pot, have more than enough money to reload on tables and open new tables. And his final advice is, good stuff, don't lose any pots. And you should be good to go. That's quality advice right there. I can't really argue with any of that. And neither can I argue with quads when I get bent into. Kinda bad aspect of the situation. That was close, random. I almost ruined my new screen. Because they have heart! Yeah, gotta add anything there. That is a pity, that would have been my move. Make the ace a 7 and I'd be very interested in continuing. But with the ace, oh no. Not a lot of practice, yeah. Must be it, man. I know exactly what type of players you're talking about. I faced them all day. I think they were in cahoots, the dealer. 70 entries in PLO 50. I don't think I've ever seen that before. The 9. Got ourselves. Mind potting this. Ooh, that's one king too many. Mortal Kombat character. Alright. I thought you were... I just had the name at the tip of my tongue. There's a famous movie character. Movies with him go back like 50, 60 years at this point at least. Must be, I think it's a famous character in Japanese, I hope? Mythology? Or even history. All I know. Tip of my tongue. That's gonna vex me. Satuichi, the blind swordsman. I didn't know he was a Mortal Kombat character. 9 versus... See a flop? What's happening here? We were all in. You not. I think we have the nuts here since nobody bet on us, since he didn't bet the turn. Yeah, whatever tentative plans I might have had for this hand, I'm gonna board now. Got called hero, which is sweet. Hello quads, my old friends. 2 quad city because it's 4-2-1. Don't lose any pots, you should be good to go. Yeah, right? That's expert advice. That's what I'm paying Rake for. They have people on staff at all times that can help me out with prep advice like this. I have no idea. I'm gonna call it because we're gonna be in position for the rest of the hand. I'm not sure if I should. Let's find out. So there's some connectivity there. I'm close. The ace-4 would be a call. 3 is just a fold for this bet sizing. We are letting it go. Like this. It wasn't the right track. I was thinking, you know, the fourth card is nicely connected to the pair. But it should have 5 instead of a 3. So it's no big deal either way. Not a big money-making hand either way. Calling there is not even big. Perfect. Oh, you wrote it, Killpok. I hadn't seen that you wrote it when I said it. But thanks, appreciate you putting that in there, because it would have driven me mad. No? I mean, we have to at least live there. 150 in the middle. Alright. You're getting a good price, but we don't have anything except the bottom pair, no blockers, nothing of relevance. Killpok, at 30 big blinds, you raise those. I'm not sure about 50 big blinds, but generally speaking, there's almost like if you play short stacking PLO, and I'm talking 30 big blinds specifically now, and you never flat, you're not making a big mistake, if any. There are a few spots specifically in the big blind, possibly some on the button. Actually check something out there. Able to do here. Yeah, I'm not missing right now, so I have time. Right, let's assume like your button squeezing under the gun open with the collar in between. 10, 9, 8. Double suited, yeah. No flatting there. I'll get all raised. Let's just see not a squeeze. Let's see the under the gun opens and you're on the button. Missing any hands, nothing going on. Yeah. I can show you the matrix for that spot. We're talking damn it. Crashed it because not key selection. Again, double suited kings here. So I can show you which hands exactly get raised there. Queen 10, 9, 8, 9, 7, 9, 6, and so on, and none of them get called. You always raise. So as I said, if you don't flat ever, you're not making a huge mistake, if any. Go for one bet here and then let go. Not getting raised here a lot from the button. Gutter. Does it have to be the 10 of spades? Still, there's a lot of money in the middle. Steal it. Hey! Pretty cool. And yeah, and the second question, you never fold to 4-bet, you get it in. Again, only talking 30 big blinds right now. Actually, that's a pretty sweet hand to get it in against a 4-bet Killpok. First of all, most people don't know how to play against short stackers. And heads up, you're never doing horribly. Multi-way, you're never doing horribly. And yeah. So I always kind of enjoyed getting it in with these hands. Sometimes even more than with middling to medium strong target aces. Yeah, and the Alter has it correctly, yeah. Doing well against the 4-betting range. Matter of fact, they can be 4-bet by yourself sometimes. either as a short stacker or as a... Nope. Oh, sorry, I was talking about this hand here, which is green, but quite an open here. Cutoff, I think. Check it out. 9, 6, 5. But before I needed to go like this because I had a second screen. Now I have to go like this because I have one giant screen. So, cutoff. Big blind time. Hit the double suited sixes with a 9 and a 5. What do we do here? Yeah, actually that one gets raised in the cutoff. 9-4 wouldn't be. Alright. Except for the fact that we don't have a heart. Not a bad board, all in all. Oh, and I got an answer from... I think I got an answer from RunItOnce. Flop, rather nice. Well, first of all, let's do this one by one. Here we have one we can raise and color raise with. Here, rather nice as well. Standard bet sizing here. Orders. And possibility. I can fold here. I'm blocking straight draws, which is... Ooh, come in your face! Now it's my turn to get lucky. Roast it! No. I take it all back. That's not good karma. But he doesn't know what I just said. He got a little bit lucky there. I'm not quite sure how he could call the turn though, the flop though. And 10-5-5? And calls the flop for 3 quarters? Oh. Alright, we're getting some money back. Sure. So there have been technical issues in the last couple of days. I had issues that were on my side apparently, which I solved in the last couple of days. And there were some other issues that have nothing to do with me for a change, or with my end of the... with my side of, you know, everything, and it's either a routing issue by my internet service provider. 2 days ago, like everything was offline, the stream was stopped. I couldn't connect to RunItOnce. My World Wide Web was not accessible, but I could still play on microgaming. It was the weirdest thing ever. And this afternoon, I also had to drop out. The stream got stopped. And there were no issues on my end at all. The poker side didn't get interrupted, nothing. Everything was perfect. I think this is not a call. Check up on it in a moment. So there's something strange going on. Either it's with Twitch themselves or it's my ISP. Check this hand out. Oh, and also Shazam! Thought about that. I liked it when I open up my poker matrix on the screen. I don't need any lighting anymore. I know. I'll shut up soon enough about the screen. Rather excellent right now, and a little bit chatty in case you haven't. What was I gonna check out? This button. It is there. I do like that part. The solver doesn't like it at all, though. It's a fold confirmed. Right? Some money in there. Again, that does help. Okay, yeah, he's telling me to turn it on and off again, basically. A true IT professional. But I'm sure that actually will help. Trying to make light of his advice there. Well, maybe a little. Up 720, huh. Oh, by the way, actually I can check that out myself. I heard that in the stream today, everybody was able to select a different resolution if they wanted to, or a different, what's it called? Bitrate? Yes. And it used to be only for partners, and sometimes the Twitch affiliates would get it on a case-by-case basis. Ah, but video quality can be selected. That is so cool. I could actually stream in 4K now. Oh, not really sure if that's necessary for poker, but I could. It was be too random. It's kind of deserved that I get lucky for a change. Come on, Jesus, just one time. So I reloaded 250, right? The calculator for that. This time I will remember to unmute if there's a calculating. Laughable that I do need a calculator. We're down 4 buy-ins only. Nice, we were down 10 earlier. Cool. Get excited. I don't know what it is. This stream has me all excited. Miles. The only chemical help that could be responsible is a lot of green tea. Apropos of nothing. Apropos of nothing, I won't be streaming tomorrow. I was just wondering how this segue came to be. I will not be streaming tomorrow, rather I will be doing some fishing off tables. Finally for the, I think only 3rd time this year. Go fishing. Fishing vacation? I was fishing once with my brother. Yeah, it'll be the 2nd time I go fishing with my brother. So that's the plan for tomorrow. Das fest und das Land. Oh Lord. Well, maybe for the Sudeten, but not for me. Remember, I'm East German. I'm, mentality-wise, I'm completely disconnected from Germany. And for the most part, that's not even an overstatement. I dig that the healthcare system is kind of alright, and the social security net and all that. That's all good, but other than that, I could take it or leave it. I'm a citizen of the GDR. My country disappeared overnight. Nah, not quite that, but yeah, at least in my mind, it wasn't reunification, more like an acquisition. Hostile takeover. Because we had some good things in GDR, and some of them would have benefited the German Republic that we have now if they had adopted some of them. Anyway, wait, how did I get into politics? Concentrate on poker more? Actually, might not be a horrible one to see bet against Erdogan colony. I have absolutely nothing of relevance. And I would be surprised if he comes over the top, but hey, that made him smile. Making people happy. Too soon. It's possible that was your best one yet, Random Shell. Ah, lordy lord. Alright, the ace is done here. In the small blind, there's no question about what we do. All kings here, we flop. Oh, the flush draw, I guess, is the best aspect of our hand right now. Odd. That flush. Better too. Actually, don't really see the queen high flush calling here too. Pity that we don't have a spade. Otherwise, it's not a horrible board. We have the 8 blocking straight draws. The top set blocked. Took it down with the flush on table 1. Draws out there. First. Kinda want to go with it, to be honest. Bunch of draws. Set, that's cool. No, come on, do something for us. Oh yeah, the 2 pair already. Well, against 2 pair we weren't doing horribly there. Fold. I'm going for, I guess the various names for it are Pike Perch, in German Zander, or if you speak German, Zander. And Walleye, I think they call it in Canada. Which might be slightly different, like a subspecies, but essentially the same fish. Fish that eats other fish. I don't know what the word for that is. Carnivorous fish, I guess. Look good here. Find some? No, not against. Oh, okay. So yeah, we're gone fishing at night with dead bait fish. Put them like on the ground because walleye is active at night. They move around and hunt at night. A very delicious fish, very fun to catch as well, and yeah, pretty cool. Maybe for eel as well, we'll take some. Oh, these long worms, night crawlers. Some night crawlers along. Maybe we can frame it. Nah, I can't put it on a t-shirt, unfortunately. For that, it might be too soon. People would talk. Alright, so I guess the update would be 5 buy-ins down then. Still fine. Maybe a little bit overzealous here, that call. Yeah. Decent splash down here. We have a hand, sort of. For the extra money in here, it is definitely good enough. There. Backdoor flush draw. Well, we're never winning this at showdown. Steal it. Wow, this is rather nice, and we did manage to steal it, by the way. Here the money goes in from my end. Well, okay. So a couple of days ago we had a stream where we had the royal flush twice. Spoiler. Decisions, yeah, right? 3. I mean, against this exact hand, we had enough equity. I'd go for it. You say, hey, I was sort of worried you would say I should fold, and turned out to be right. Here with the quads, I hope I showed the table, by the way. Need to take it down. We both lose the hand. Yeah, no worries at all. Funny stream a long time. Yeah, Alter, that is pretty cool. We got my buy and loss here today. Well, if that helps you to get past it, to forget about it, I am happier. 74 entries, PLO 50, 70, no, sorry, 23, so 10. And we have 12 peeps battling it out at no limit 10. Get that 6th table though. Well, 11 minutes more. Flashy hour. That's gonna post on one table anyway. Fish eat fish fly. That's true. Like for the longest time, fish have been, at least in Germany, have been divided into, you know, the carnivorous fish and the fish that eat, what are the herbivores? And apparently the new, what science now found out that all fish, even the herbivores, eat the occasional other fish. Convenient. So that's completely right, Random. Difficult fish. Called fish. Fish that eat other. Oh no, I see. I misread that. No, I didn't misread. I just missed the line. Okay. Apparently, I'm a little bit confused with the chat. Not too confused at the table stall. If I am, then let me know then. Today. Cheat fish. Fish to the other fish or not fish? Okay. In the German language, you do have this distinction. I guess the translation would be fish of prey, or Raubfisch. The fish, their main source of food. Hang on, we just looked this one up, right? We did. I do remember that. We looked at pretty much the exact same hand. Turns out we can raise, and we can raise call. On the extra table, we have a rather interesting hand as well. Let's see what develops here. Open-ender and a flush draw. A blocker with the 9. No need to size up. Behind for now. Get raised. This is almost a four-betting hand sometimes, actually. A little bit too much of a putty cat there. Not folding. Fair enough. It's really small. Let's hope this turned into a mistake for him. Board pairing isn't ideal. Not flush draw though. Alright. Tentative plans of maybe coming over the top. But let's not push it. Green or no board. Not having many deuces in our range. MPN and open ender. Fine. Here, sorry. Eat the snow. Having the jack helps my decision whether to see it or not. If you get raised, we let it go. Unless it's a tiny raise. Surrender and back. Proving here at all. Odd. Oh. Nocti. What is he calling with on the flop and on the turn? Get to bluff now. See anything? Now this might be an auto fold, but every once in a while it's a bad idea to really think about these spots. Because there is some bluffing going on there for sure. Not the fact that he's actually sitting out. Kind of having me think a little bit that he was bluffing, because I've seen it before. People go one last bluff before they leave the table. Table now? Fine. Have to wait a couple of weeks. Got Sunday travel going on the next couple of weeks. I guess it's going to be the farm, right? Let's see that wet work. Right? Oh, it's coming away. Yeah. No doubt about it. And it is actually sometimes being. Let me put it like this. I've seen Jay Nandus re-raise it. Let's check this out. What was the spot there? I think MP or something. Should in fact be double suited. Yeah, should in fact be orbits, especially once you get deep. Raise this a light, but merit to it. Perfect hands for some many boards. Yeah. From the occasional Jack 4-7 to his raise. Of course! You talk like I didn't know that. Duh. The heart. The heart and the commitment. Alright. Tank that along there, my friend. Is on table 4 in a moment. Week after 22%. And I took down a bunch of tournaments. I think 2 weeks ago I saved both bounties. Last week I saved one. And took second in the play money. Rigged for the host, yeah. Rigged for my pleasure. Now this will actually be embarrassing once we can have the home game tournaments on RunItOnce, because I have a decent feeling if we ask them about holding them here, probably can. They would say yes. Yeah, right? I mean, kings, the pure kings would be an option. It's the only thing that I actually didn't enter my mind. That's not much of a bluffing range. Calling there. The Russian software. Beat by beat, assembled by hand, Captain. Oh, they're playing rather big one here. Aging software thing. Oh, you mean like bit rot? This is fine for raise fold, I would assume. Look it up in a moment. That thing. Yeah, but I'm folding this if. Perfect, absolutely perfect. All the ace king tens, no matter what the fourth card is. Get raise folded there. Look like it too. Expect me to hack anything? Not even parsley? Whoa. Aces against really, you put it in for 40 bucks. And what was the action there? If that's not noteworthy, I don't know what else. This gentleman is Brian. Brian. Yeah, the school I was getting my translator degree, we had a guy who I actually never figured out if he was any good at in English. No, actually I did. He was like, yeah, so. Yeah, oh, no, now I remember. No, he really wasn't. See, there's me trying to be nice. He was rubbish, man, and I don't say that lightly. Actually, in fact, I rarely would say anything like that at all. But I was constantly surprised that he was at that school. He had a really weird pronunciation too. That part is fine, you know, weird, you know, the German pronunciation. And that was a mix of German and whatever else. Anyway, and he said, something, he said like some sentence, brain. It's like, brain. Brain. They're cracking me up, and it's 10 years ago. Anyway. I'm getting completely sidetracked by myself here. Trying to look up that hand there. Wow. What's happening? They got her to the straight flush? Wrap. Wrap in a flush draw. BB 4 ways. So yeah, Brian was the last one. Brian was the last one to raise all in there. And I kind of want to shut out the later players here, if players behind. I really don't want a better pure flush draw to come along. I think this is alright, right? If it's not horrible. Against a set we would be doing rather excellently. Alright. This are we on the right table? Flush draw as well. Come on, some help. Ah! So close, why couldn't you beat a 5? I mean... yeah, fair enough. Doing bad at all in that hand. Unfortunately, the character I was going to take a note on left the table. One... unfortunate. Ah, that was alright. Oh, wait, a lot of stuff. 8 hours away to Hawaii? Oh, it is quite a way off land, off the mainland, right? Quite a flight. This is as long as it takes to get to Germany. Plus an hour, maybe. Hey, the fan! Thanks for the good luck and thanks for stopping by. I'm not entirely sure. It's not gonna be like for another 3 hours that I know. It's somewhere between another 60 and 90 minutes, most likely. Touching a loogie. Oh, heck, a loogie. Yeah, guys, if you want to see mid and high stakes, no limit action, check out the fans. Twitch channel. Also a very cool guy. I'm a fan of the fan. Come on, baby, need some new shoes, right? Bummer. The hearts. Big blind, I see it quite widely in general. Here it's not a big deal if you get raised. You got her a small flush draw. Great money for kidneys. And we'll fold. I hope so too, man. I hope. Yeah, right? Ouch. It's a bummer. Not for spins when you get the right river. Can't argue with that. So the splashy, the super splash hour is over. Bottom set the nut flush blocker right on. You're statistically correct here. There. Yeah, it's good of you to confirm. It always is. Calling here in the big blind. I think up and bottom. Raise up here and a nut flush draw. For him it's a tough spot too. I'm not entirely sure what he is supposed to do. Raised here. I'm gonna let this go. He has a humongous draw, or he has a good draw, or he has us in really bad shape. My experience, we don't see this as a bluff at the micros. So last union. What happens here with the aces? I think I'm coming over the top of that. Not leading a set, best she's leading a draw. One in the middle. That's a pity. Because he's gonna have a set a lot, yeah. No, an ace only. That's a bummer that he actually has it. She folded. I don't... I'm disliking the spot, but Dislike that this guy had an ace though. 9 though. I'll pre-flop with 10 9 9. Then payment too much either there. Unfortunate, we were doing so nicely. Now we're again down like 6 binds. Eh. Bummer. Missed this jackpot splash by one hand. It was PLO 50, the fan I was, for an 800 BB, for a 400 euro splash pot I was, and I was the guy with the aces. But I think on my table nobody was sitting out. Speaking of aces, we get to try again. But wrong lottery ticket. Ooh. Excellent. Bummer. Happening down here. Ooh, 7s are quadding up. Third quaddies we're seeing today. Good answer, the fan. A fan is raiding! A fan raid! Nice! Just in time for us to show off the Uber nuts. Well, I just gave you a huge shout out to fan here, but by all means you do deserve another one. Check out the fan's channel. High stakes PLO player. What am I talking about? No limit player, of course. To everybody coming over with the fan, welcome to the channel. My name is Nut Raisin. I am playing PLO. I guess professionally, full time at least. I stream 5 to 6 days a week. And I stream long hours. And welcome to the channel. I started at PLO 10 in February and have now moved up through the stakes. PLO 50. I played PLO before as a short stacker, but now when I moved over to RunItOnce, I started at PLO 10 again. Bit high before though. Thank you very much, the fan, for the raid. I know you. Ouch, random shill. Did you also buy this guy counseling afterwards? That is nasty. That's a nasty prank. Ouch. So yeah, to everybody coming over, I moved up to PLO 50 for the second time this week. Took a first shot a couple of weeks ago, like 8-10 weeks ago, something like that. And was a 20 buy-in shot, didn't go our way. This time I have reserved 40 buy-ins for PLO 50. So far, the first 2 sessions on Tuesday and Wednesday went very well. Today we got clobbered by the dealer in a bunch of spots where we kept getting the money in well. Except for few pots where I really didn't play that well, I have to admit. But yeah, on the whole, I'm happy with how I played. Did not get rewarded, and I'm subsequently down 6 buy-ins for the day currently, which means in total for the PLO 50 adventure we are about breaking even with streamer rec back. We're a little above break even. So it's all good. And if you like the channel, then told I'm here every day except Mondays. And here, get a pretty sweet spot. Please with ace 6-4, single to the 2 with that ace. Thought he was going to cry. Man, I would have cried in his shoes. Been shy about it either. It was another life ago. Hey, that's awesome. We really don't want to play this one for multi-way. Playing this one heads up is fine. Perfect, in fact. A lot of extra money in here. Yes, kings. He flops an open ender. Don't do it to us, man. Does not do it to us. Confirmed. 5 points. roundabouts. And that is never a betting hand. Oh, no, here things get funky. Gonna bet with the hard blocker as well. It's King 10 it was, I believe, right? Also, Shazam! Down. And dash. Nice blue shirt. We get down here in a... Oh, we get 2 pair in the flush draw. Cool, blind versus blind. Achtung! Another FU bet. Right, I can't do the rolling R. It was the bane of my existence in my Spanish lessons. I can do it every once in a while. I just can't do it on command. Alright. We're checking here. Turn. Here we've not nice enough for me to put more money in. We have the open-ender and a straight draw. We have the second nut flush draw, the overpair. Conversely, with the straight draw, we also have the blockers and down the river. No, I haven't. But we take it down here. We get bet here by a really quiet guy. Checks. Does it mean was the blocker play? Nice. Pretty cool. What do you have? Queen 7. Deuce? Was it clubs, right? Yeah, you couldn't have. Gosh. Right? Oh, gosh. Let it all the way until then. Cool. Got some parts here and there. Why not check that King XX hand? Get a lot of value. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I know, it took me a moment, but I remember which hand you meant. A lot of Shazams coming my way. Thanks, guys. Things are looking up a little bit once more. Button, then where can we call this? Yeah, I would have preferred to check. And I would have raised had she bet here, but now... Your completer could have gotten a lot of value on that river, on most rivers. Ace. Spot. Sees a lot of checks here. Hell the hell. Okay. Not gonna do anything about it, but it's curious nevertheless. Right. Still 33 entries at PLO 50, 16 at PLO 10. I have a feeling RunItOnce might actually keep this promo, the Super Splash promo around, because it's doing wonders for the traffic during the splash hour. This one I need to check out. I always forget about this hand. What I'm supposed to do here. I know, make it an ace-queen 10-5. I know I'm folding. That's correct. King though. Button. Check what the matrix has to say. Oh, the kapow! How is those ace king? No, no, no. Even with the ace-king, you can go a little bit wider with the ace-king-queen. With the raising. There's no calling with this hand. You always raise. Speaking specifically about the small blind versus button open situation. Here I don't mind calling, because this guy is never coming out the top. And it's multi-way. Like, I wouldn't have called just him here, especially not in the small blind. Yeah, with the ace-king-jack, you can go a little wider. Not with the ace-king and next to connectivity in the upper cards, I guess. So no, I have to check out Danfew, his stream, his dude's stream. Avoid pronouncing his name. Hey, and what you look at? A little good, just a little bit too weak. Really? All I'm getting is three-handed tables if I open up more tables? Duh! Open up 3 new tables, all of them three-handed. Because I was kind of wanting to replace table 2, which was down to three-handed. This PLO stream. Hey, awesome! Thank you for the link. We'll check it out later. Cool.
I'm not sure if you're live. Hello, guys.
Play right now. Go to one later. Oh wait. Here as well. Yeah, but I really don't care about playing short-handed. This is rather nice. Of course, now I can sit on 6 tables again. That would have been useful during the Super Splash promotion. Rigged, I tell you, it's rigged. The extra money in here I'm gonna call. I think I'm supposed to call this anyway. Check it out. Also a spot where I have to admit I haven't really looked into that one too much. Perfectly fine. Perfectly fine call even without any extra money in there. Now let's try to steal this one. Rather nice pot already. Cool. So the people on no limit, on the no limit tables left after the splash promotion, but PLO, at least half of them stayed. Still PLO 10 games going, 33 and PLO 50. Favor some Hungarian coaching style, alright. I have to admit, I really don't know much about Dan Fio. I know that he's a huge winner, but I don't tell you if he's the Heads Up Pro. It's a name I am aware that he exists and that he's famous for his PLO skills. And that's pretty much the extent of my knowledge. I am woefully underread, so to say, when it comes to famous names in online and live poker. Not in online, in live fight. Those I know, I have watched all the poker shows over and over again in my life. Yeah. The ledge. I can't place a ledge. Oh, a legend. Okay. You kids in your short hands. EMA, it's too many acronyms, man. I know it's not an acronym. Alright, I guess for the time being we only sit on 3 tables, no biggie. It's fearless. Random Shield, it has been amazing to have you back. Put me in an insanely good mood, man. Also, thanks for the resub. But that's beside the point. No, actually, it's not. That came across wrong. But you know what I mean. I'm very happy to have you back on the channel. Is the point I'm trying to bring across here. You go things and see people and do stuff. I hope you're gonna have a nice time at it and a good day. I've seen him in a... Now I remember, I've seen him... He's a really big guy, right? I've seen him in the King's Casino stream or in something. In some PLO cash game stream. Like a live PLO game. And yeah, I remember. I've seen him play. Like a couple of hour long stream. Not that long ago. Like half a year at most. Right now, the action for us is quieted down a little bit. Not really getting many hands currently. I'm trying. I think I have some mixing it up spots in my game already. It's not bad advice. And lest you get me wrong, I always love any input, any advice in the chat. Very often it is saving me a lot of study time. It is in the past, it has saved me a lot of study time. Perfect, because I usually don't take much far. We be doing. I think since last count, you have it down 6 binds. It is. It is. Down 6-ish binds still. I thought that we were up 1 or 2 more now. Alright, yeah. Money falling. Dollar here. Can't do anything about it. Not really a hand we can call with, I think. Look this one up. Not great multiplayer, let's let this one go. Would have opened it, that's for sure. So, button, spot, 10-8. Of course would have been super flop, but still. How often do you get a flop like that? So what? Supposed to do here? Interesting. So the 10876 is a raise. Not hugely surprised. 6-5. The 10865 is a raise. The 10875 is not. Just a fold. So for some reason I chose the right decision. Take it. Yeah, random show. Can't put it any better than the Alta said. The pleasure is always. Oh, we get double paired the offsuit kings in the big blind. All a never mind. Never mind. They're playing a big one. Ah, random shit. I'm just seeing what kind of farm you can. Oh, back in the home garden. What kind of farm you can have in Colorado? Ah, cool. Oh, bad. Make it double suited and. Actually, that's a rather good question. What do we do with this one? Let's assume it's perfectly double suited here. I know cold calling is putting us into a horrible spot, but should we 4-bet here? 10-9-8, right? Right. Yes, indeed. It'd be a cold 4-bet this hand. Double suited. Single suited. Actually, let's check out what it is. Single. All there? Hell no. Answer. We have more double paired kings up here. This time paired with sevens and single suited and hearts. Played against Hernandez. Right. Der Alter. Yeah, I think that's the stream I was thinking of. Seeding scripts. Play with heart. Hey ho. Just gonna call here for now. X, I am willing to bet. Now I can check with the diamond. I think I'm gonna go about like this. With a diamond I am checking here. Without a diamond I am turning my hand into a pure bluff. Yeah. Good way to go about it. Would have worked. Very, very likely worked. No, icon writing in the chat. That is a very interesting comment icon. Thank you for that. Thank you for putting that there. That's cool. Cool. Yeah, it better does. Yeah. Sounds very good. Again, man. Of course, not as helpful on anonymous side where you can take permanent notes, but still. Very welcome comment. And I have narrowed it down a little bit, Killpog. I am near the Leipzig area, which is... I have Der Alte in the channel. What am I thinking about? Of course, Der Alte is going to take care of everything. 200 kilometers south of Berlin, basically. And a little more since I'm south of Leipzig. Holding here. So here, closing the action, it beats me what the correct move is, but I think closing the action is horrible, right? That's... I mean, here we're letting it go, naturally. Here we're letting it go as well. What's happening? Better at that than Indian cities. Ooh, very nice aces here. Queen and a jack and singer suited 2 the ace. Getting it. After green. Alright. Gonna fold to a raise here. Nut flush blocker. The gutter. Here we have the nut flush blocker as well. 3-base single raised part. Okay. I'm gonna hope that the diamond rivers and get bluff through. Nope. At least I don't think so. Did I miss? Did I miss? I found the button, I know it's fine. Surprised if it is. Nope. Not being surprised. Is it fine on the button? Let's check that. Hey, that's the table for aces right now. Button, check, checks. And then it's a fold. 7-4 would be a raise call, raise fold, and everything else 7-5, 6, and so on. All be raise called. All right. I always thought I went to India when in high school. Really? I've never heard of people going to India for I assume for an exchange year. Very, very cool. Most people go to, you know, France, England, States, something like that, even South America sometimes. Never heard India. Sweet. Okay, we have a bunch of interesting spots. This one. And here, I'm happily go for the check raise. Short stack among us, right? Mark him. Table 2, I took it down with the lead. Just gonna pot up the short stack. Yeah, something is gonna come out of top. Draw or... Right now, more aces on table 1 this time. Check for more short stacker, that is certainly valuable to know. Folds, good for... They're good for us, man. We get to put all the... most of the money in. Not most, but enough. That the SBR is gonna be really low on the flop. So let's do just that. Fun to win an all-in with ace. It's been a while. Again, money is going in. Effective SBR is 1. Back to pot ratio here. Profit in this. Oh. Amazing time. Cool. I am very fascinated by India Kilpauk. I don't know too much about it, but I had read one book about like some sect. I forgot what it was about. Like really old school dudes with mysticism. It was a thoroughly fascinating book that shone a little bit of light into the the mythology of India. I thought. Don't remember too much about it, but it was a completely different world. I was very fascinated by it, and I am still devastated that I don't remember the name of that book. It was like some... I don't remember the name, and it somehow disappeared. "35 entries at PLO 50 still at this time of day. So the splashy hour is working for RunItOnce. Let's have them keep it, that would be awesome. It wasn't great for us. We saw that 800 big blind splash, 400 euros in the middle, where we had aces. Turned the nut flush draw too. And then in the small splash, the one buy-in splash, 100 big blinds, we took down a 200 euro pot. Again, I'm not... Or this one might be doable. Doubt. The connectivity is there. Like, have there be a gap in there? I wouldn't even think about calling. Not convinced this is correct though. It is not. Just double paired with that hand. Or ace king, ace queen. 5. Right? The more you know. This one we're supposed to fold in the small blind. I tend to be sticky and play this a lot. Actually, you know what? Against the back row, the very tight dude in the blinds. Oh, never mind then. We're supposed to fold this even against the button open. Pretty certain. Check out that scenario first. Where's the button open? Raise and call them widest. Yeah. Jack 10-9 is fine. Does not make the cut. And definitely not when we're not suited to the queen. Because if we play this hand, we want to raise in the small blind, we don't want to call. They don't even need to look up the cutoff. But... Oh, only 14 days. Put your life in perspective. It does do that, yeah. Travel broadens the mind, something mean. As well as life-wise, yeah. Class live in different families? That's Great, man. I love that. Is that like a standard thing in Denmark? And on top of that, did you have to pay? And if you did, a lot? I'm not asking for, I don't want to know any amounts. I'm just curious how it works in Denmark, because, you know, if the GDR wouldn't have had closed borders, I could very well see this having been a thing in the GDR, where you wouldn't have had to pay much or any for it. So from that perspective, coming from that vantage point, I'm curious. Here we're gonna bet fold. Bet folding small is fine here. Then we take it down there. These with the aces once more, naturally. It is 3-ways pretty much always. Not gonna bet on this flop. Sad. Check. Sad check. Not helping. That's why everybody's fighting with each other all the time. Yeah, that's the impression I got, that India is filled to the brim with culture, tradition, history. I don't think... Is there an existing country or existing region with a history, like a written history, written mythology reaching further back than India? East, maybe? Yeah, I have no idea, like, in what borders and what capacity India is old, but it goes back thousands and thousands of years at this point, right? Like 2000 before Christ or something. Do correct me if I'm wrong. It's here I would like to compete with the suited ace, but this guy behind us, too aggro for that. It's not like it's a great hand, it's just a suited ace. There was some money in there. Gets folded around to us, we can raise, otherwise we let her go. I disregard limpers, and do it as long as it's only one happening here. Oh, this guy. Well, we knew that, but jeez. Full-time musician, martial arts instructor, PLO god. Well, that is quite an amazing list of things to keep you occupied. Cool. Deity, huh? I worked with a lot of Indian companies for a couple of years when I was translating as a freelancer, and that's not specific to Indian companies. What got to me was what they expected excellent work for like the best possible quality for the lowest possible price, and again, this is not specific to Indian companies. It's just that the translation localization sector, it's a huge industry in India apparently. Like I think they cornered the market. So I'm very happy that I got out of that gig. Yeah, that's some insane assumptions about what constitutes a living wage in Germany and what subsequently they would be fine with paying me. Yeah, I'm glad I'm not doing that anymore. And I've seen the translations they get for minimum wage, and some of them have been taken directly from Google Translate, which is hilarious, but a bummer when you're the one that's supposed to correct translations, which is, you know, consist of correcting a spelling mistake here and there, and not rewriting the whole thing. So yeah, no regrets that I'm not doing that anymore. Better to be one right now. Well, yeah, that's how Gods are made. I have nothing to add. I'm a huge Terry Pratchett fan. He has a book, Small Gods, which is amazing. quite nasty towards... Nah, it's not nasty towards religion, it's just... It quips a little and has just fascinating insights into the nature of humanity and religion. Wrapped up in a superbly humorous package. Just what you get every time when you read a Terry Pratchett book. And that could have been said by him, which is why that reminded me of the talk. You decide to be a god, that's how you become a god. That'd be right up his alley. Man, I must say, I enjoy the stream a lot. Thanks for being here, guys, and for being so active in the chat. What a treat. But anyway, back to PLO and vodka talk. Oh, now I see that that didn't last long, huh? Denied kill talk, but asked a serious question right afterwards. But I'm down for more PLO talk, don't get me wrong. There's not much to comment on right now, except that this guy is involved again. Actually, what did Josephine call us there in the big pot? Oh, she had the aces, yeah, fair enough, and the king blocked. Makes perfect sense. That's pretty cool too. You pay an amount every month from when she started high school, so I assume that was a really reasonable amount of money. Then, like the monthly payments were really low then. He did give me, I really didn't need an exact number, but interesting nevertheless. That's not bad. That's not bad at all for... Well, first of all, for the average wage in Denmark, which are nice. I know that taxes and costs of living are quite high on the flip side. But that sounds awesome. An awesome opportunity for a very reasonable price. That's a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Your daughter. Nice. I'm very happy you were able to enable her to do that. I knew it before, the Alta. He was striking as being a good guy. I had that feeling already. Wait. Oh, okay, he's going off the rails now. Oh man. Yeah, I mean, he would have been. There's a mistake, by the way. Yeah. So I think we can give him a pink shirt now. Yeah, I'm a little bit happier calling on the button. We're gonna use those blockers. You have got her to the nuts ourselves. The diamond. Board pairs and brings out a heart. Hey, we might win it with the low full house here. Josephine. So she is being tagged as loose aggressive, but she just got hands recently. So I'm not gonna change her shirt for now. No! Good against queens. Not to another. Terrible. He was. So I'm very happy to hear that you have read Pratchett. I read, I think, all of his books. Might be some short stories that I'm missing. I'm listening to the audiobooks of Terry Pratchett on a loop, basically, I've been listening for at least 10 years now. Ever since no, longer, like 15 years probably. Jesus Christ, that was depressing. That realization. He is my absolute favorite author in the world. Him and Stanislav Lem. Okay, top 2 is a pretty good board to have top 2 on. Saw I do that once before, didn't we? Now for 200 big blinds, I'm not sure if I should come out the top. Wow. What's happening here? How about a queen turn? How does that sound to you guys? Also not terrible. Screw you, dealer. You gotta be kidding me. Taking this down. He could go for the bluff. But I don't have the balls. Ah, yeah. Would probably work a lot. Well, we're spinning! So, very stabby move. Wait. Stabby. Let into all the way. The let into all the way abbreviation is just there to let me know that I was the aggressor in that hand. Okay. There. Alright. Oh, gets a short stack. Well, against a short stack, we are holding it here. Short stacks. Down here. So Josephine might need a shirt, actually. If we can downgrade this gentleman a little bit. Wait, why can't? Oh, there you go. And I think, yeah. Him calling here was also slightly weird with the top pair, since he had somebody. Well, not slightly weird, but how to feel about it if you have somebody behind you. Well, alright, did he have backdoor flushes? Clubs. Yeah, the backdoor clubs, okay. In that queen's hand here on table 3. Table. Big one up here, by the way. Or everybody's deep on table 3. There, I have to put it up. There, and the gutter to the straight flush. Dude behind you here. I think closing the action I would probably take a look at the turn. Behind. Rather loose, but it ended up working out. Like, Killbug, you're probably right. I tend to be a little bit too careful in spots where I'm deep, but you're probably right. I mean, to be results oriented would have been a perfect spot to get it in. But even on the surface, so, I mean, if he has pocket queens, then we just lose the pot unless we make the flush. Or it doesn't pair, but we block the queens, of course. And I think on the whole, I love your approach there. Even more than mine. Best split ever, yeah. So yeah, I think that's cool. Hey, the Redskins, welcome back. Yeah, top 2 without redraw, yeah. Just flat there. Just the gutter. Here. Interesting. Okay. Back behind. Better pairs never folding. Aces. Hold on value here. Good. Yeah, I'm definitely still too careful in these spots, Killpoke. Lacking a little bit of aggression. We agree with your line. Doing since last time we checked, pretty much completely unchanged, and as a matter of fact. What's the time? 2 o'clock, huh? Alright. "36 entries at PLO 50, this is awesome. 2 o'clock in the morning. What's that? Ooh, starting any interesting tables on any? Never hurts to check. You have a pair from the board. Sorry, here, let's... Put here, right? Ah, you made the... okay. Not an unexpected button hand there. Actually, as soon as I did call, just a moment too late, I did started thinking about what kind of hands he shows up with on the button a lot, and it is a lot of medium cards, rundown 7-8, 5-7, like these. So this is a much better board for him than this for me. Gets there, who holds? Okay. Or here on the button. Certain now. But Belvedere vodka, alright. What is the same? I always thought like a good vodka is supposed to taste like nothing, basically. Super smooth! Josephine in WAF once. Like the Zoom 500 game, yeah, I watch a bunch of... I regularly watch JNN streams and videos on YouTubes, and some of the moves are pretty surreal. I mean, there's some serious fish and maniac there. Also some, you know, seriously great players. And a lot of those. But man, some things you see there make you go, huh. I would do a pool. 50,000 and I'll find out. We make it 100, that pool. So we actually, first of all, this is possibly too wide from the MP. mind betting this against... This one probably bet really small. And don't do this much out of position. Check this one out. Back 9-8, right? Crazy dude comes over the position. Since we're gonna be in position. Of course now I don't hate it. Putting it in if he wants to. Fine. King back. Let him open. No, but it's close. 10-9, 10-8, 10-7 are all opens. Okay, that's it. There you have the Jack-10 combo, which is Solver really likes a lot, and which is a strong combo. Why the Solver likes it. But the 9-8 should be folded, so it's not a big deal. I did it here. Folded. Yeah. I thought about coming over to top to me. I'm a whiskey man. Yeah, me too. Awesome having you, Delta. Sleep tight, my friend. Good night, fellow god. I mean, Ghostbusters had it right? Somebody asks you, you're a god. Say, yes! I think I'm not gonna stream for too much longer. So this was almost up to 3 hours. Yeah, let's call it another 15 minutes. I think that's cool. Then I'll have streamed for 8 hours today, or more, possibly. Now I'm curious. We're streaming 5 or 6? 5 hours. 5 hours and 10 minutes. Yeah, that'll be 8 hours. That's fine. Now, I also can feel that my A game, I'm slowly leaving my A game behind. Missing the ace suit here. And pretty much the same hand. Not the ace suit though. Versus blind, it's a different kettle of fish. Okay. Okay, just played a huge pot and she out with the top pair and that kicker. Played 100. The what? Get raised, and I'll let this go. The ace is on the crazy table. But this lady is completely bonkers from what I've seen here. Ah, that's too bad. Such nice blockers. Well, nice blockers on. All. Oh, wow. Hang on. Right. Aces. Alright, just out of the way. Multi-way. Leave. Fine board. Absolutely no brainer, no decision at all. Clicking that pat 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 button. Very, very, very sweet. Probably had like a queen back 8-7, something like that. Something that didn't hit the board at all, couldn't continue. Very nice splash. Not for us though. We're still down 6 buy-ins in total for the day. Here's what we started the session with. Maybe since I lost a little bit on micro game, well, bit more. Nah, that's fine. Yeah, a little bit more than 6 buy-ins. What's happening? I assume this money went in pre-flop, right? Yeah, went on in pre-flop. Jesus Christ, there's some great tables right now. They're going nuts all over the place. Top and bottom here. On the rainbow board, actually, not betting is okay. Oh! Do want to stream a little bit longer. Tables are that great. But this one, on the other hand, we are deep against most players. Raise a little bit wider. This one I'm gonna fold to re-rare. Crazy dude. Alright, now we want to see a flop. Getting a decent price if she calls as well. Not flush draws. Kind of approve if this guy calls now as well. Let's check this one out. What am I supposed to do with it as at 100 BB? Wow, another very decent splash here. 25 big blinds. This one does get folded. 7-4 is fine as a raise call. At 100 BB, let's check it out for 200 in a moment. I'll let go here though. BB's thingy and no, we have 250, close enough. Gun, right? There's not the gun ranges yet. Okay, there's not under the gun ranges yet apparently for 250 BB, fair enough. Comes over the top, the crazy dude. You're suited to the ace. I'm willing to gamble it up here a little bit, to be honest. Of course, if he comes over the top, there's gonna be a pure donation, and in a lot of cases, it's gonna be a pure donation anyway, since we're not flopping great. But, okay. Pure donation confirmed. This is a little bit too nutty. Come along now. Very frivolous in the first place, but yeah, it is. Alright. Good pot here with a decent splash. Off the top pair. One crazy dude left, table 3. To our left. I'd rather end this pot right now, I'll be honest. Tough time moving our hand. Perfect. Calling here is perfectly fine. This guy opened the pot. flush draw, backdoor, with a flush drawn. Fine betting here. Of course, the main reason why I'm betting is the 6 of course. Without clubs, I wouldn't bet the 6. Most likely to have a decent hand on this. Second, that is true, but I'm not sure I'm playing well enough to take advantage of them at this point. Possibly case in point here in this hand. Hope he's on the draw. Aces up here, have a raise in front. Fold, dude, fold. Fold, fold, you can do it. Have the wrap I got there. Wow, we get raised here. Happy times. By the tight player. Ooh, we might be up against aces. Ours are decent. He still is in the tank. Folds! Awesome! Aces against aces, yeah. Ooh, wow. We got it. We got it! And the crazy lady raises here. Alright. Yeah, for this bet size we can't call. We're playing for it all. Might lose a big one here. Might win a big one. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. He's gotta have hearts, right? Please don't do it, man. Nice! 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 This is turning into a decent end. I am gonna leave this table though. I have absolutely no interest in playing a 6-buy-in pot here. Get the crazy cat lady. I'm just assuming she's a cat lady. She wore a cat lady dress. Nice! Now, at some point we were down 10 buy-ins today, 500 euros. Until very recently we were down 6 buy-ins. Down roughly 3. Nice! Be back in a jiffy. Chi-Ching! Hey, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. Welcome back. Nice to have you back. You grind those PLO streets. Shout out to Chi-Ching if you don't know her. You should. She is a thoroughly enjoyable streamer. A very, very nice personality. Great smile. Great laugh. But more importantly, she plays. She's a nice person and she has a good stream and plays No Limit tournaments on Stars mostly, I believe, right? This has a live cash game background. Stream I thoroughly enjoy. So do check her out. She is I consider her a friend of the channel at this point. Yeah, I'm actually also gonna leave this table because here we have a tight player left to us. I wouldn't mind playing deep against this guy, but I have to I don't rat hole at all anymore unless I get like 4 binds deep and effectively, then that's fine for the beginning of my PLO 50 adventure. But I don't rat hole after doubling up anymore. Today, after 8 hours of streaming, I feel that's maybe not a bad idea. Oh, Chiching, we had quite a day. I have rarely been so happy to be down only 3 buy-ins. So at the very beginning of the stream, I definitely deserved, I think, like 2 buy-ins I have to completely take upon my own shoulders. I go like, yep, deserve that. Which weren't all in spots, I just kept calling river spots for sizable bets I really shouldn't have called. Was rarely, if ever, right. However, afterwards, I started to get my money in good. Didn't get rewarded by the dealer. So at the start of the second stream, we were down 6 buy-ins. Which is, you know, 6 in terms of buy-ins, it's completely okay for PLO. And then we lost like 4 buy-ins within 10 minutes or something, and I got the money in. Not good. Somewhere between really good and amazing. We kept getting clobbered by the dealer as well. Then we made some... Oh, we had a 400 euro splash bot, 800 big blinds during the splashy hour. And had aces, single-suited aces. Even turned the flush draw for a, I don't know, in total must have been a 650 euro pot, I believe. But ultimately lost 4 ways, which, you know, you don't win all that often 4 ways with aces. But it was sweet seeing that one. A little bit later, a 50 euro splash, 100 big blind came our way. We played this one, I believe, 3 ways for a profit of 150. Because we won that one. Takes all their money! I'll do my best. Yeah, it's from the heart, Chiching. I do love what you do on your channel. And you strike me as a genuinely nice person. Otherwise I wouldn't be saying any of that. Alright. Ah. With a bit of wine and my favorite PLO player. Well, there's not much competition out there, though. No, hang on, I don't wanna... what's the word? Belittle that comment, I guess. It's not the exact word I'm looking for, but... No, strike that, I'll just take it at face value and I'm happy about it. Not so happy about having aces here. Yeah, I'm gonna have a beer after the stream as well today. Hey, wonderful! We get into an excellent spot. This guy has to be worried now. Because he, you know, this guy is deep, this guy is deep. He is gonna have a tough time calling here. And if he does, then he probably has a lot of equity. Perfect. Is it aces? Yeah, it's aces. I like mine better. Ooh, like a Martin. Nice! Nice! Down 2 buy-ins only! Oh joy, oh joy. Josephine came back to the table. And I'm gonna stick to my guns. Not gonna play deep here with the tight aggro dude to my left. Maybe I would stick around if Josephine was deep, but nah. And it's, again, only because it's the end of the session. Didn't do that once today. Didn't do that once all week. So. Down 2 buy-ins only. What a roller coaster ride. Let's hope I'll have as many reasons to smile when I end the stream, but so far, things are good. I'm gonna stick to them guns. Oh, I have repeat on. I was like, this is my traditional starting the stream song. How's that appearing again in the playlist? I have like 63 hours of music here. Crazy Cat Lady is back. She is indeed. Lindsay Hizzle. Welcome back to the channel, mate. Or lady, as the case may be. You never know. Doesn't pay to assume these things. Let's see if we can get the seat back on this table. We beat aces twice today, right? It's kind of nasty for the other guys. Usually when on days where I'm not down, I actually do have a little bit of capacity left over to feel bad for them. And today I'm just thankful. I'll be honest about it. Easy raise here, ace queen queen 8, double suited on the button, as the Germans would say. Still 31 entries at PLO 55, PLO 10 still. That's just still rather unusual for this time. No limit action though. Tretosk! Hey, Tretosk! One of the craziest PLO players in a good sense. It will be a while until I forget you sucking out on me twice for during the last time when I moved up, man. Nice to see you here. I haven't seen you stream in a while. Tretosk is a chess grandmaster and a PLO player in his own right. Very aggressive. I admire him for his aggression. And streams 400 once, which is not a plus in my book. So if you need your fill of PLO and I'm not around, or even if I'm around and you happen to enjoy his stream more, by all means, check him out. I like some Tretosk. Thank you very much, Tretosk, by the way. I am doing excellently. I just told the story. I'm just gonna abbreviate it this time, because the other guys just heard it. Guys and ladies. Had a rough day. Very swingy. Was down 10 binds. I think 2 of those I deserved. The rest was just, whoa. Okay, so you get that card. And now I'm down 2 binds. I'm happy as a clam. Which means in total, I'm still up for the PLO 50 journey now. Been playing since Tuesday. So the 3rd day. Yeah. No. There's not yet on. Don't get your hopes up, Tretosk. Oh, too busy in Vegas getting your arse handed to you. That's not a fun thing to hear, man. Must have run bad. I've seen you play. Although admittedly, in the session I did see firsthand, you were definitely being on the very aggressive side. Watching a lot of streamers and series, in my totally humble opinion, you bring great energy to your streams. Tough stuff. That is so very nice, teaching that my answer is just going to be thank you. Thank you and a little bit of goosebumps. Yeah. Yeah, Kino, yeah, I totally glossed over that. Rewarded for not swearing on stream. I totally glossed over that. You play up to PLO 100. Awesome, man. Awesome. A good thing I never shave completely, because I'm always getting into the state of blushing here. Thank you both very much. Alright, no dice so far. No, nothing to do here but to fold. We didn't get back on the cat lady table, we got back on another table. That's not the cat lady table either. Let me see if I can actually get there. Ooh, something exciting happened. Clinzy Hizzle has followed. Thank you very much, Clinzy. If I'm allowed to abbreviate your name. That's very nice of you. In fact, I got over 800 followers today. Forgot to follow you. It's all good. I recommend it to those who love, to those I know that love PLO. Again, I'm gonna leave it at a simple thank you. Because if I start telling you how I feel about that, it's gonna take a while. And then I won't be able to concentrate on poker either. Card chat tweet. Alright, I'll have to check it out. I do follow you on Twitter, Chiching. Okay, so against the cutoff, I don't think we're supposed to fold the double suited ace. Especially not if you flop top 2 on a rainbow board with virtually no draws. You look like she has a mustache? No, it's just a nose. Okay, sorry lady. Didn't mean anything by it. Also, that's highly praised and revered in some cultures. What am I talking about? Never mind. See, that's why I kept it at a thank you. That's exactly why. Right, go for the bet fold here. Let's check this one out. What am I supposed to do with this one? I can't imagine this one being a fold. I'm gonna check it though. He has way more sixes than I do. The hole. Half pot gets the job done often enough. No need to size up. King, queen, 9, 6. I think with the gap between the 9 and the 6, I'd rather let this one go. Check this one out as well in a moment. So first of all, we had big blind versus the cutoff with the ace, queen, 8, deuce. Not perfectly double suited. Which is in fact a fold. Alright, the more you know. Against the button I would assume... Damn it, no, I closed that window. The button I would assume it's good. Let's check that one too. Same hand, just in a button. Versus a button open. Yeah, there it's perfectly fine. Not betting here, no reason to. And then you had the king, queen, 9, 6, right? In the small blind versus like a middle position-ish open and a caller. Go for the pot here, having absolutely no showdown value. King, queen, 9, 6. Perfect, just a fold. It needs to be way better connected. King, queen, 10, 9, jack 9, jack 10. Those are perfectly fine. Be they perfectly or not perfectly double suited. Did she call or did she fold and show? That was a call, that was awesome. Alright, value bet the heck out of her. Bet the heck out. Well, on the river. That was an amazing call. Jesus. You think she'd know what she had? Was that on purpose? Oh. Awful in cash and did make it day 2 trip to forget. Ugh. Back to my bread and butter of making 10 binds a day at PLO 50. What more do you need, man? No. No need to at all. No need to at all. Don't you worry. Never feel the need to slow down in the chat. That's fine. If I need to really concentrate, I'll do that. What are we doing? It's too late, I need a calculator. Embarrassing, but that's what it is. Alright, probably more like 3 buy-ins down than 2. 2.5. Let's call it 2.5. Still surprised by that call. I mean, it was a small pot, but what a call. Right now, we're not getting any hands anywhere. Ah, scratch that. A beautiful ace, queen, jack, 10 single suited. Not gonna fold against raise, blind versus blind. Well, or in any position. That's what it comes down to. Hey ho! Saw one royal today. Had quads twice, saw one royal. You're really trying to make me be at a loss for words, teaching, aren't you? Thank you so very much for the subscription. Thank you very much. Get a fold here. Not gonna see bet. Actually, I'm gonna see bet here. Because there are not many draws, we do block a diamond, and I expect we take it down often enough. 100% is. Okay, I might backtrack. Maybe I will have to ask you to stop it because I'm running out of words. No, I'm kidding. Lest you think I'm not. Alright, the top pair. A little bit of a future blocker here. Nah, no need to bluff. Probably not a smart idea here. So, you all have made this stream a thoroughly enjoyable one. How the table's looking. I think some of the crazies left. Maybe there's one guy who's gritting his teeth up here. What he's all about. Tables are still fine, but let's call it another 10 minutes. Honest. Okay, I will not. I will just not add anything at this point, Chichi. I will heed your advice. You're all making me go to bed with a smile today, that is for sure. But you know, I'm getting to the age where I'm getting wrinkles and you have only one choice in that matter. Well, that and Botox, but you either get, you know, the frowny wrinkles because you go through your life like this. You get the happy wrinkles. Looks like I'm going the happy route. Alright, so it looks like I'm gonna have to battle it out with you in the future, Trent Oscar, once more. Sure, I feel about that. I've seen you play. You were just super aggressive. Don't be offended if I unknowingly put you in a blue shirt. Here, usually I never race under the gun. I feel with the extra money I do kind of want to fight for it. You have some nutted outs. If somebody comes over the top, I'm letting it go. Jesus, what's happening here? Man, I wish I had a rundown. I wouldn't mind at all. But we do have that gutter. Flush draw. Let's watch. This against. Alright, that's not. I mean, he can't really fold it once he 4-bet himself. He'll let go at that point, but it's a tough hand if you have any. If you can reasonably assume that you're up against aces, it's not a great hand to take to battle there. At all. Because you're relying on aces a lot to make your straights. Few offsuit hands that I'm happy to raise. Yeah, that would have been my plan, my friend. Nah. Going for it. Wait, are we taking this down? You're kidding me, right? Oh, no, he had already had the jack. Okay, cool. That would have been ludicrous. If we get raised, and this I cannot do, unfortunately, not offsuit. Didn't have d8, so that part. Right, so stabby as well. I'm gonna take a note on this guy in a moment. Stabby. Turns. Of course I'm betting because I have all the queens blocked. Strong, just needing more exposure. Well, I'm very fine if, of course I'm not gonna hate if that ever happens. I'm very fine if it happens gradually. I have to admit I was pretty nervous yesterday when I started the RunItOnce channel because I was thinking, if there's a couple of hundred people there, then no pressure, huh? So in a sort of sense I was actually relieved to see that there were like 40 people, something like that. You guys are too nice. But yeah. I don't even remember any hands that I played when Jane Anders raided, like in the 3rd week or something. I was complete noob at Twitch and anything related to streaming. And Jane Anders came by with like 1,051 viewers or something. Not a day I'll ever forget. Keep him on the right track. Yup. That's a more accurate statement you might think. The streaming is helping me to keep on the right track immensely. Oh lord. So the RunItOnce hat is actually working today. The first session was horrible, but the hat brought the run good. Yeah, I'll keep the clock, keep an eye on the clock. Let's make it until 50, so 7 more minutes. I think I'm supposed to fold this now, and I will too. Get yourself